Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Great to see you again. Now, about a year ago, I made a video about this thing. It's a lightning to HDMI connector that plugs into your phone. That plugs into an HDMI cable. You can plug that into another lightning cable for power while you're doing all of this, and you can then take your iPhone or iPad screen directly to something like the A10 Mini or something like the Blackmagic Video Assist or any other HDMI recorder. I've got a Ninja up here. You can use that even if you wanted to, and record the HDMI off it. Now, when I tried this out a year ago with a number of devices, the real problem we had was that the iPhone 10 and 11 that I was using at the time, neither of those would give clean HDMI out. They always had this big black border around the image, so up along here and down here and along here, that was all just a black border, because all it was displaying was the safe area, not the overrun area. So not the overscan area, overscan, that's what it's called. So they've fixed it up, and I'm using an application now called Filmic Pro, which is the same one I was using last year, but it's all been upgraded and everything's updated. I'm using the iPhone 12 at the moment, but this works with the previous phones as well, and I'll show you that afterwards. So what I want to do firstly is just plug this in and show you what clean HDMI should look like, and now does look like. I'm going to do this without any cuts as well, so let's hope I get all this right. Okay, let's flip to the overhead camera here, and here's my iPhone. Now, I've got this thing here, and it's real easy. That just plugs in there, and the HDMI plugs into there, as you might expect. Now, I'm just going to turn my phone on. Here we are. I'm going to open up the camera accessories and open up the application Filmic Pro. That's it right there. I'll let that start up. Okay, and as you can see, I've got Filmic Pro running here, and it's got the reticule, it's got the timer on it, the settings and playbacks and all that sort of stuff, and the color tools and the sound bars. This is a great app. It does all sorts of really awesome things. But right now I just want to show you the clean HDMI out. Now, before I do that, I'm going to show you the messy HDMI out. Now, the messy HDMI out still has all of those things on the screen. So what we want to do is show you that, and then show you how to change the setting in Filmic Pro so that you can get the clean HDMI out and how that looks. Okay, I can do that by using this camera here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is well, I'll start by showing you what we've already got. So as you can see, I showed you there's all of this sort of stuff here, and I'm just going to zoom in now so you can see camera 3 over here in my multi-view. There it is. This is camera 3 here, and as you can see, it's still got the reticules and stuff. It's got the color bars, it's got the sound thing. All the stuff that's on the phone here is also replicated up here on the screen. Now, that's not what we want. What we want to do is have the stuff on the phone but not on the screen. So this is a dirty HDMI out, or just a straight screen scrape. What we want to be able to do is have Filmic Pro send all that video information out, but without all the overlay things. So let's have a look and see how we do that. Okay, I'm going to come into the settings here. I'll just lift that up so you can see it more clearly. There we go. Come into the settings, and I'm going to hit hardware settings and turn on the clean HDMI out. Now, when you do that, it needs to reset the HDMI connection. So it's telling you to do that with this little dialog box here. It's a bit hard to read because of the contrast level, but that's okay. All it says is reconnect the external displays and some blurb. So what I'm going to do is just simply pull the lightning cable out. There you go, and then wait for a second, put it back in. Then HDMI renegotiates itself, so that's all good. And I'll hit OK, and now it's giving you clean HDMI. So let's have a look at that again here, and here we go. Once again, here's the camera, and I'll just click away from the menus. And you can see I've got the time bar, I've got the sound bars and all the bits and pieces and the color tools and edit tools and everything. But now over here, I haven't got any of that anymore. That sound bar there is just the one from the ATEM control. So I've got this plugged straight into the ATEM, and as you can see, the ATEM, I'll just zoom out, is down here. I've got my cable here going straight into that, and all of these other cameras and things, and as you can see, this is giving a nice clean HDMI signal up onto there. So that's exactly what we want. Clean HDMI out without any headache. It just worked first time. There's one setting to do in Filmic Pro and it just worked. Right, so let's grab another phone, an older phone, and see if we can get that to work as well. Okay, so here's the previous phone I was having trouble with. It's the 11 Pro Max. Now when I tried this one on the same setup last year, it had these horrible big black borders around it. Not good. Didn't work for me at all. And I thought I'd give it a go now. I haven't tried this out. I've got the app on here. I haven't tested it, and I'm just going to have a look and, well, see how it goes. Okay, once again, just straight through. I'm not even bothering to cut the video because I'm just playing Mavic here. And actually, before I plug that in, I'm just going to open up the application. Here it is. There it is. I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to go hardware, and there you go. It's got Clean HDMI out enabled already. So I'll just back out of that and plug the cable in, and let's see what happens. So here we go. I've zoomed in, and there it is. It's come up and it's clean. Awesome. That's brilliant. So as you can see, I've got all of the bits and pieces on the phone here, and up on here there's none of that around the side. Up on here there's none of that around the side. I'm looking at it in two different views here, but yeah, nice clean HDMI out, exactly what we want to see. Everything on the phone when you're shooting, nothing on there, so easy to record, and it is a beautiful clean signal as well, so that's excellent. So that's exactly what we wanted to see. I must have another phone around here. Oh yeah, I've got my iPhone 5. Let's go try that one out. And here's the final piece of the puzzle. This is the iPhone 5, or it might be a 5 Plus, I can't quite remember. It's an old phone, and it's not running the latest version of Filmic Pro because it can't, but I will show you how to get the old version doing fairly good clean HDMI out, which I don't think I did before. So what I'm going to do is, of course, just plug the lightning straight into here and launch Filmic Pro. Pretty straightforward thing to do, of course, and I'll just orient it around the right way. Now if I go into settings on here, you'll have a look at hardware and you'll see there's no clean HDMI version on here, so you can't have clean HDMI going out. The reason for that is largely that this phone didn't support that. So what I can do instead is have a look at the device settings, and if you look down here you'll see that I can turn off, where is it, tap to hide interface, and another one, tap to hide reticles with interface. So we want to set those two up, and I'll hide the zoom rocker as well. Okay, so I'll get rid of those. Now what that gives us here is that same stuff on the interface that we've been looking at. Now let's just have a quick look in this angle. You can see that over here on the screen we've got all of the same stuff in the guff into here, and on here as well. But now if I tap in blank area, that all goes away, and you'll see that I've got clean HDMI coming out there. The only difference between this and what's on the 11 and the 12 is basically that you don't have the on-screen controls to use when you're shooting, so you've got to set everything up and then do your stuff. So you can't do the focus rack stuff and all that sort of thing. Just got the clean HDMI out. But what it does mean is you have got a pretty damn good quality camera there. I mean, if you wanted to use that as a webcam, for example, I'll just turn that around. That's not bad. This is not a bad image to be using. In fact, I could just switch to this as the main output now if I wanted to there. And now I'm not under hugely impressive light here because I compensate for the light by having an A7S II in here, but hey, this is better than most webcams you can get, and you can pick one of these phones up really cheap these days. So there you go, there's a good option, and it does work. I'm getting clean HDMI out here from an iPhone 5 using the little adapter cable there. Not bad, eh? Anyway, that's it for this video. I've shown you the brand new phone, the previous generation phone that was troublesome, and a really old phone now. That's a really old phone. We're up to 12 and that's a 5. and they all work giving Clean HDMI out over that HDMI adapter using Filmic Pro, and in my case into a ATEM Mini Pro ISO. But that'll go into, that HDMI feed will go into anything that reads HDMI, whether it's a recorder, a monitor, whatever you want to do. Anyway, hope this has been useful to you. If it has, don't forget to click here to subscribe so that you get more cool videos from me. Down in the comments below, leave any questions you want to, or if there's something you want me to make a video about, put it there as well. I will see that and make it, and click on these two things here as well because they're awesome videos. See you later. Bye.